What is it, guys? Tyra once again, and I'm coming at you with another content of Cookie and Kingdom. In this video, I want to review my 5-star fully maxed out cocoa cookie to show you guys exactly what build that I am going to be trying as my first impression off of live stream, and show you guys the different results of using different toppings as well, and give you guys my overall thoughts on cocoa cookie as of now. Anyways, guys, if you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie and Kingdom videos as well as live streams that I do on YouTube. Anyways, guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be cocoa cookie with a full Swift chocolate build that I have, and I actually have two different builds. I have also a full solid almond build. Alright, but let's go over the stats first with a full Swift chocolate build, and that is going to make her power at 96,458. And her HP is going to be at 187,941. Attack is going to be at 17,660. Defense is going to be at 55,179. And crit is going to be at 15% because of the substats of my toppings. And then for the skill, it is going to be a 15-second cooldown, and the name is going to be Cocoa is Love. Cocoa Cookie jumps into a giant cocoa mug and happily spins around for a given time, attacking the enemies. At the same time, Cocoa Cookie restores the HP for all allied cookies except for summoned creatures and make them immune to stunning. While Cocoa Cookie is using her skill, she will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects. Cocoa Cookie's regular attack will heal 3 allies targets cookies first with the lowest HP, and her single hit damage of her mug, alright, when she uses her skill, it's going to be 73% at level 60, and her healing is going to be one time of 74.9% of her attack, and her stun immunity is going to be for an insane amount of 8 seconds total. So something that you guys need to keep in mind for Cocoa Cookie is that she will not be auto attacking and dealing damage. So her auto attack is switched to a passive healing. So something like a healer cookie, for example, pure vanilla, sparkling, custard, they all heal instead of dealing damage to the enemies. Same thing goes for Cocoa Cookie. She will be in the front, however, she will not be hitting the enemies, but will actually be healing 3 of your cookies. Alright, so I'm going to be trying her out once again with 2 different topping sets, and the first one is going to be full Swift chocolate, and the topping that I have is actually taken out from strawberry crepe because they actually have a very similar skill effect in some case, because as you can see, the effect of strawberry crepe is 50% damage resist for over 8 seconds, and it is also a 15-second cooldown. So it's exactly the same as how Cocoa Cookie is, except Cocoa Cookie is going to be a stun immunity for your entire team with a same skill cooldown of 15 seconds. So that's the reason why I went with the full Swift chocolate build, and I'm going to just show you guys in world exploration of exactly how she works, because if you guys are thinking about using her in world exploration thinking that she's gonna attack, no, you guys are wrong. She definitely cannot attack, right? She definitely needs to have her skill to do any damage. Alright, so I'm actually going to be using the Jelly Launch because I need to have her skill to come off cooldown a little faster, and this is going to be of course with the full Swift chocolate build. Alright, so if you guys see, in order to have a 3-second start, she needs to have that 22.3% cooldown, and this is going to be her skill. She's going to be spinning slowly with her mug or cup because I have the skin. Alright, but as you can see, she is healing instead, right? So she's healing 1,950. So here you go. I'm going to use the skill, and she's going to slowly spin around, knocking back the enemies, right? And providing this stun immunity for 8 seconds to all of your cookies, right? So really, her thing is stun immunity, guys. Her stun immunity is a very unique skill within Cookie and Kingdom because no other cookie has stun immunity. Yes, Madeline Cookie has a debuff immunity where he will not be frozen, he will not be stunned, he won't be, he won't have any debuff on him. But, this is specifically for stun, and that is going to be a good counter to a Sea Fairy because Sea Fairy, of course, has that 3-second stun, right? So here you go, guys. As you can see, Coco Cookie is going to be slowly knocking back the enemy as well, causing some of the skills to miss. But as you can see, also just healing, right? So I'm going to just finish it off with the skill here. And the damage, you really have to just say Coco Cookie is not going to do any damage, especially in the arena. Alright, so here you go, guys. We're going to try her out now in the arena and show you guys exactly how the outcome is when I use either full Swift Chocolate or full Solid Almond. So here you go, guys. This is the arena team that I've actually been using, and I actually tested out in the live stream and honestly had the best success with, and that is going to be with Cotton in the back, healing and supporting with the stun, and then Frost Queen, Sea Fairy, Hollowberry, and Coco Cookie. Alright, so I am actually going to be using Coco Cookie first with Swift Chocolate to show you guys how it works out. And this is going to be actually one of my guild member using a very good standard team that is still very good in the arena. Right, so I'm going to use my team and then show you the outcome of the battle with full Swift Chocolate. So one good thing about this is that obviously if you have a 3-second start, you'll have Coco Cookie's stun immunity right away, and there will not be any misses or anything like that. And of course, because Coco Cookie is gonna have a fast cooldown, she is able to use her skill once again to provide that skill immunity. But one thing that I'll have to say is that the counter to Coco Cookie is definitely going to be Frost Queen. And the reason why I say Frost Queen is a counter to Coco Cookie is because Frost Queen freezes your team instead of stunning. So the freeze will still go through and will actually prevent the skill cooldown from going further and will mess up like the order, right? So even though the immunity is 8 seconds long, if Coco Cookie's skill is not able to come back in time before the enemy Sea Fairy, then you're actually missing out on the immunity. I actually did not show you guys the overall outcome, so I'm going to do this battle once again and then I'll show you guys exactly the outcome of a Swift Chocolate. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be the outcome of the battle. I did win against the team once again. So the damage from Coco Cookie is only going to be 259,897. Of course, it's going to be a different every single run, but the average, I would say it's going to be around 200,000. Nothing more and nothing less really, because she only damages when she does use her skill. Alright, and she doesn't even attack the entire enemies. She only attacks the ones in the front, really. So yeah, that's going to be the damage. And then damage received is going to be 772,002. And of course, that is because she has less damage resist compared to Hollowberry. And she is going to be in the front, so she definitely is going to be taking more damage than Hollowberry is, because she has about like over 50% damage resist buff on her. And the healing done is going to be 811,511, less than Cotton Cookie, but it's still a decent amount considering that she is a defense cookie. But once again, she is going to be healing instead of attacking the enemies. So in a way, it is a little lackluster. Okay, so that is going to be the overall outcome of this battle. And I'm going to actually do the same battle with Solid Almond and I'll show you guys the stat. Okay guys, so here we go. I switched my Coco Cookies topping to full Solid Almond, and this was actually taken out of my pumpkin pie. So it's about 45%, 46% damage resist on Coco Cookie, and I'm going to be versing the same team and show you guys exactly what the outcome is. So the thing about having a full Solid Almond is that even though it is a full Solid Almond, you're still going to have a 4-second start because of her 15-second cooldown skill, which allows you to still block the first incoming stun from an enemy Sea Fairy who has a 4-second stun, or 4-second start. However, it's still going to have a little bit of trouble against a Frost Queen, because if Frost Queen is able to use her skill and mess up the order of Coco's skill, then Coco is gonna, miss out on a little bit of the stun immunity for your entire team, while the enemy Sea Fairy still uses her skill. Alright, so there is a little bit of downside there, but as long as you can have a good and strong team with good enough damage resist, then the stun immunity will definitely help out. But here you go, guys. This is going to be the total damage, and damage is going to be 291,792. Of course, like I said, it's going to just depend, and it's going to fluctuate a little bit between battles. But as you can see, her damage was a little bit higher than using Full Swift Chocolate. And damage received is going to be definitely a lot less because now we have over 30% extra damage resist on her with the full Solid Almond compared to a Full Swift Chocolate. And that is going to be at 517,792. That's about 200,000 less damage that Cocoa Cookie took because she had extra damage resist. The healing is going to be a little less because now we're going to use the skill probably one or twice less than how it was when you have Full Swift Chocolate, and it's only going to be 613,285. So I'm going to actually try her out in the actual arena against like Master 3s and Master 2 and 1s, and use a full Solid Almond build as well as Full Swift Chocolate build and see exactly how the outcome is. So here we go. Let's go and fight our first battle, and the topping that I'm going to be using for now is going to be Solid Almond. Alright guys, so here we go. I am currently at 914 and the enemy is going to be at 900, but using Sorbet here. Alright, so Sorbet Sea Fairy. So I feel like if you are versing a Sea Fairy team, then you definitely have the upper hand. Whether you're using a Solid Almond or a Full Swift Chocolate, you definitely have an upper hand because now you have this stun immunity, as well as there's nothing to block your cooldown from happening because Cocoa Cookie will not be stunned. There won't be a Frost Queen to freeze your team and prevent your cooldown from actually resetting. So definitely when there's only a Sea Fairy, Cocoa Cookie is going to have the upper hand and make your team a lot stronger and will, you know, just do a lot more damage. So as you can see, none of my cookies died and was able to defeat the enemies really easily because I don't have that 3-second stun that I'm dealing with for my cookies. Alright, so here you go. Damage output, of course Sea Fairy is going to be doing the most damage, but damage there, damage received is going to be a little higher because there is an enemy Sorbet. Healing is going to be 982,000, almost a 1 mil, so not bad at all. You know, it's not bad at all. Alright guys, so now this time I'm going to actually be switching to a Full Swift Chocolate and show you guys the outcome of this battle. Alright, so let's get into the battle. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be also with a Sea Fairy, just a Sea Fairy, and then this time instead of a Sorbet, there's going to be a Pumpkin Pie. Alright, so like I said, I feel like when there is a team where there's just a Sea Fairy, I feel like Coco is just going to allow your team to be a lot stronger. With that stun immunity, it's just so good. Obviously, Coco is going to take a lot more damage because she does not have higher damage resist compared to having a full Solid Almond. But as you can see, you know, she is going to provide the decent amount of healing, stun immunity, and stuff like that. So here you go. Last probably skill here from Sea Fairy, and then I should be able to win. But it was a lot closer because of the fact that Coco is not there to provide more tanking and more healing as she is alive. Right, so there you go. Was a close battle, but let's see exactly how it was. 840,000 here. Damage received is a lot higher once again, even though there is no Sorbet, right? Healing is only going to be 780,000. And yeah, I mean, I just want to say, like, both of them works, but I feel like personally, after using Cocoa Cookie in the arena, I'll have to say Solid Almond worked out a lot better for me. And I'll show you guys one more battle using Solid Almond with a very similar team, or even with the Frost Queen, and see if we can see a difference. Alright, here you go guys. Let's verse this team. Now this is going to be a 646, alright? So like you see, the first stun I was able to dodge because I had Cocoa Cookie use the skill first, but afterwards, Frost Queen was able to freeze and then mess up my order here. You can see that you know, Sea Fairy actually used the skill before my Cocoa Cookie was able to use the skill, but I was able to burn off their feather first, so I have a feeling I should be able to beat this battle. Yeah, and win. There you go. And yeah, personally, I just really feel like having Cocoa Cookie with full Solid Almond is just a lot better because it will prevent Cocoa Cookie from actually taking the feather in some cases as well. And here you go, stats, 251,000. Basically, like I said, just don't expect much damage to be dealt with by Coco Cookie, and damage received is a lot less, as you can see, because of the 50% damage resist stuff stat that she has. Healing, not very good, just enough. It's just kind of there to provide a little extra boost, and then of course Cotton Cookie is going to be doing the most healing. But yeah, that's gonna be the outcome of this battle. Alright guys, but to conclude this first impression as well as review of a maxed out Coco Cookie at 5-star promotion, I'll have to say she definitely has a place in the arena. It will be a little bit tricky to kind of figure out the team that's going to work with her exactly right away, but that team that I showed you guys in this video is definitely going to be a team that I will personally be using throughout the arena and see the results and how well that team is able to perform in the arena currently right now, with like the summoner comp as well as mixtures of Sea Fairy, Frost Queen, and Hollow Berry, Pure Vanilla, being all over the place right now. And then I'm just gonna have to say, if I have to recommend it, if you have a good enough damage resist on your Swift Chocolate, then you can definitely go with the Swift Chocolate build and have a 3-second start as well as a very fast cooldown off of her skill. But personally, I really like having the extra damage resist, having about like 50% extra damage resist, making her a lot tankier in front and allowing her to just cast her auto heal and then just that stun immunity whenever it comes off of cooldown, and just being a little tankier in the front and making sure that she does not die before your DPSs so that they can actually take the feather instead of Coco Cookie when she has a full Swift Chocolate. So of course there is still a lot more testing to do, and there will be a lot more videos coming out in the near future, but for now this is going to be my first impression as well as review of Coco Cookie using these two topping builds. And I will have to say, personally, once again, personally, I like to use full Solid Almond rather than a full Swift Chocolate build because of the extra tankiness that Coco Cookie is able to have as a defense frontliner that also heals and provides stun immunity. Definitely a very unique cookie. Did not expect her to actually heal instead of deal damage. I honestly thought when I first showcased her in the live stream that she will actually hit the enemy and heal at the same time, because I knew her healing wasn't going to be like a ton. But yeah, she's just only healing, and I never expected her to be like that. You guys can let me know down in the comments if you guys did imagine that happening. But yeah, for me it was not the case. But definitely going to be trying her out more and testing her out, and we'll be sharing more videos as well as team builds that are going to be coming out in the near future so that you guys don't miss out and can take full advantage of it right away. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video once again. If it was helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button if you guys haven't done so already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie Kingdom videos as well as live streams that I do on YouTube. Anyways guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys all next time.